The quarterback situation for the Las Vegas Raiders is heating up as we inch closer to the 2025 NFL Draft. Aiden O'Connell's future is under scrutiny after a tough season, and the team's draft plans are taking center stage. Could a new franchise QB like Colorado's Shatter Sanders be on the horizon? We've got all the breaking news, speculation, and expert insights right here. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update about the silver and black. Let's jump into it. With a 2-11 record, the Raiders find themselves at a crossroads in 2025. This season hasn't gone as hoped, and the team's struggles on both sides of the ball have put immense pressure on the front office to deliver meaningful changes. The quarterback position, in particular, is under the spotlight, with fans and analysts alike questioning whether Aiden O'Connell is the answer. The 2025 NFL Draft represents a critical opportunity for the Raiders to reset their trajectory. As it stands, the Raiders are likely to land one of the top picks in the draft, which gives them access to elite quarterback prospects. This is their chance to find a true franchise player who can lead the team for years to come. But there's no guarantee they'll secure the #1 pick. For Raider Nation, this is not just about one season. It's about the future of the silver and black. Decisions made in the coming weeks will impact the franchise for the next decade. But before looking too far ahead, let's break down the current state of Aiden O'Connell and whether he still has a shot to lead this team. The 2025 season was supposed to be a proving ground for Aiden O'Connell, but it has been anything but smooth. O'Connell flashed potential early on, showing glimpses of the poise and precision that made him an intriguing prospect. However, injuries have plagued his progress, with the latest setback being a knee injury in Week 14 that forced him to exit the game early. Fortunately, an MRI revealed only a bone bruise, sparing him from long-term damage, but his availability for Week 15 against the Falcons remains uncertain. The hope is that he can return and finish the season strong, but time is running out. These final games are critical for O'Connell to prove he belongs in the starting conversation for 2025. O'Connell's supporters argue that his struggles aren't entirely his fault. Poor offensive line play and inconsistent weapons around him have made it difficult for him to shine. But in the NFL, excuses don't last long. If he can't deliver, the Raiders will have no choice but to explore other options. Rich Gannon, a Raiders legend and former NFL MVP, recently shared his thoughts on Aiden O'Connell's tough season. Gannon acknowledged the challenges the young quarterback has faced, but also highlighted the promise O'Connell has shown in limited action. "You hate to see it," Gannon said in a recent interview. "The kid's had a tough year with injuries, but he's shown promise. Whether he's the franchise QB next year or not, I think he has the tools to compete. He just needs a break." Gannon's words carry weight, especially for Raider Nation. If anyone knows what it takes to succeed in the silver and black, it's Gannon, who led the team to a Super Bowl appearance in 2002. His assessment suggests that O'Connell still has untapped potential, but patience may be running thin. The question now becomes whether the Raiders' front office is willing to give O'Connell more time, or if they're ready to move on. With the draft around the corner, every decision will be scrutinized. 4. If the Raiders decide to draft a quarterback, Shatter Sanders is at the top of the wish list. The Colorado standout has been turning heads all season with his incredible arm talent, composure under pressure, and ability to make plays both in and out of the pocket. As the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, Shatter brings not only talent but also star power, which could reinvigorate the Raiders fan base. However, landing Sanders won't be easy. The Raiders currently hold the worst record in the NFL, but other teams like the Giants and Patriots are also vying for the top pick. Current projections give the Giants a 38.9% chance of securing the #1 pick, with the Raiders trailing at 16.6%. The competition is fierce, and the Raiders may need some luck or trades to secure their spot. Drafting Sanders could mark the beginning of a new era for the Raiders, but it's not without risk. Young quarterbacks often take time to develop, and the pressure in Las Vegas is immense. Still, the upside is undeniable, and Sanders' charisma could make him a perfect fit for the silver and black. While Sanders may be the dream, the 2025 draft class is loaded with quarterback talent. If the Raiders don't land the first pick, other names like Caleb Williams, USC, and Bo Nix, Oregon, offer plenty of intrigue. Both players have the tools to succeed at the NFL level and could still provide the spark the Raiders need. Caleb Williams, the Heisman winner in 2023, has drawn comparisons to Patrick Mahomes for his playmaking ability and improvisation. Meanwhile, Bo Nix has been one of the most consistent performers in college football, boasting a mix of accuracy and leadership. Either player would be a solid consolation prize if Sanders isn't available. But the Raiders must tread carefully. Drafting a quarterback early is always a gamble, and the pressure to pick the right player is immense. Whether it's Sanders, Williams, or Nix, the team must be. Stay tuned for the simplified section starting in the next update, Raider Nation. Let's talk about if the Raiders do select a quarterback in the 2025 draft. Aiden O'Connell's role on the team could shift dramatically. Instead of being the face of the franchise, he may find himself in a backup or mentor role. While this might seem like a step back, it could actually be an opportunity for O'Connell to grow without the overwhelming pressure of being the starter. Backup quarterbacks often play a critical role in a team's success, providing stability and stepping up when needed. O'Connell has already shown flashes of potential, and learning from a fresh coaching staff or even a new rookie quarterback could help him refine his game. Some of the best quarterbacks in NFL history started their careers as backups, waiting for their moment. However, this scenario depends heavily on O'Connell's mindset and willingness to embrace such a role. If he can continue to develop, he could either become a reliable backup for the Raiders or position himself for another starting opportunity elsewhere. The next few weeks will be crucial in determining how he fits into the team's future plans. The Raiders front office, led by GM Dave Ziegler and head coach Antonio Pierce, if he retains the position, faces immense pressure to get this offseason right. A 2-11 season is a glaring sign that the current roster has serious flaws, and the quarterback position is just one of many concerns. Raider Nation is growing impatient, and the team must deliver results. One misstep in the draft or free agency could set the franchise back for years. Fans have seen this happen before, with high-profile draft picks like Jamarcus Russell and other questionable decisions haunting the team's past. This time, the front office must act decisively but carefully, making choices that align with long-term success. The 2025 draft isn't just about picking a quarterback. It's about establishing a new foundation for the Raiders. Whether they stick with O'Connell, draft a star like Shatter Sanders, or make a splash with while the quarterback situation grabs headlines, the Raiders have glaring needs across the roster. The offensive line has struggled all year, failing to protect the quarterback and open up the run game. Adding talent in the trenches could help any QB, whether it's O'Connell or a rookie, thrive in 2025. On the defensive side of the ball, the Raiders need serious upgrades. The pass rush, despite having Max Crosby as a centerpiece, lacks depth. The secondary has been a weak spot for years, with blown coverages and missed tackles costing the team critical games. Fixing these areas is just as important as finding the right quarterback. Draft picks alone won't solve everything, but hitting on key selections can start turning the tide. Raider Nation deserves a team that's competitive in all phases of the game, and that means addressing both sides of the ball this offseason. The short answer, no. The Raiders have too many holes to fill to expect a complete turnaround in just one offseason. However, they can make significant strides by focusing on the most critical areas. The 2025 NFL Draft and free agency present opportunities to lay a strong foundation for the future. It starts with making the right decision at quarterback, but that's just the beginning. Building a competitive roster requires depth, leadership, and the ability to adapt. If the Raiders can improve in the trenches, tighten up the defense, and find a quarterback solution, they'll be on the right path. The key is patience. Raider Nation wants to win now, but rebuilding the right way takes time. It's about taking deliberate steps forward rather than rushing into moves that don't pay off. With the right vision, the silver and black can return to glory, even if it doesn't happen overnight. Now it's over to you, Raider Nation. Should the team stick with Aiden O'Connell and give him more time to develop, or is it time to draft a new franchise quarterback like Shatter Sanders? What about the other areas of need, offensive line, defense, coaching? What's your vision for the future of the silver and black? Every fan has an opinion, and we want to hear yours. This is a defining moment for the Raiders, and Raider Nation deserves to be part of the conversation. Whether you're all in on O'Connell, excited about drafting a star QB, or focused on fixing the defense, your voice matters. Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We'll keep you updated every step of the way with the latest news, analysis, and rumors surrounding our beloved Raiders. Together, we'll ride through the highs and lows of Raider football. The Raiders are facing a pivotal moment with the 2025 NFL Draft fast approaching. Aiden O'Connell's future is uncertain after an injury-plagued season, and top prospect Shattersanders Sanders looms as a potential new face of the franchise. Meanwhile, the team must also address critical needs on the offensive line and defense. Raider Nation is at the heart of it all, with big decisions looming that will shape the future of the silver and black. If you're a diehard fan, stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all things Raiders.